Oh shit. Hey, here we go. It's time. Hi everyone. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope all is well. We're here, we did it. We finished MGS1 last week. We are now beginning my favorite game ever made. I fucking love this game so much. Absolutely just sheer perfection, just sheer brilliance. I haven't actually played it in a really long time. Probably maybe 10 years? I haven't like fully played it outside of like putting the disc in, like pissing around for 10 minutes. So I'm really looking forward to actually going through this game. I've watched like full playthroughs of it on YouTube like every year. I sit down and watch it like a whole day. I just binge the whole thing, but to actually play it again and playing it on like in HD on an emulator with a nice controller on a good PC and a big screen, I can't wait. Just absolute perfection, just absolute brilliance. I love this game so much. It's such a fantastic story. Gameplay is really fun. Graphics are amazing. The voice acting and dialogue and the cinematics are... It's like with Metal Gear Solid 2, but the whole thing's just stepped up. I think it's such an expansion, and it took everything that was good about Metal Gear Solid 1 and made it better and added a whole new element to it, which is completely unrivaled. It's been, you know, almost 20 years since this game was released, and I still think that nothing's quite as good yet. Oh, damn. I'd love to know, actually. I'm interested to see what, like, the best video games are. You know? That's a bit of a dumb question, but... I mean, this would be my shout, for sure. But I'd love to know what everyone else thinks. What's everyone else's favourite game ever? What do you think of the best video games ever made? Like, of the last 20 years, what are the best ones that just hit on all of those levels so intensely and so deeply and just go so much more beyond what a video game usually is? But I definitely think this game has a profound artistic beauty alongside its mechanical brilliance. Like I said, there are so many ways you can appreciate this game on so many levels. I'm gonna do a long play on this one, like we did with MGS. So I'm just gonna play through everything. We're not skipping anything. I like watching the full intro and all the movies and cutscenes and all that kind of garbage. We did actually end up skipping a lot of the codec dialogue from MGS1 because because we how we were playing, we just didn't. I guess because I know how to play the game, so I was kind of like speeding through it a little bit. So we kind of missed out on some of the dialogue and story because there are more optional codec calls that we didn't take. So I'm gonna try and be a bit slower on this one. I'm less familiar with this game's less familiar with this game's workings. I've played MGS1 like 50 times and in the last 10 years, so I'm a little bit rusty on MGS2, so we'll rediscover it. I'm pretty good, Matthias. I'm alright. I've had a pretty uneventful day. There's been a huge storm in England the last couple days, so there's been a huge storm in England, like the biggest storm of the century in England the last couple of days. So I live in Liverpool, which is on the west coast of the country and by the sea, so the wind's been like 100 miles an hour, so I haven't left my house for the last 2 days. I managed to go to the post office and ride my bike a little bit earlier, which was cool, but apart from that, I haven't done very much. Like it was, I was going to post it on my Instagram, I just didn't get around to it. There's a video of hailstones being like blasted against my window earlier. So I'm a bit bored. I was so bored yesterday, and like I've been in the last couple of days, I've been like trying to change my eating habits a little bit and trying to eat a bit healthier. Because since the US tour with KKB, I've just been eating garbage. So I'm trying to like cut out like garbage, sugar, and junk food and unhealthy meals, and cook every meal myself. I reordered Huel again, so I've been having Huel for breakfast. Trying to eat more healthily, so I'm a bit like antsy because I haven't had a bunch of sugar in 3 days. Anyway, we're going to do the Tanker Plant two-parter. So there is like a pre-chapter to this game with the tanker section which you have to beat before going on to the main game, and that's kind of like a prologue and sets the story up. I'm playing on very easy because I'm not trying to like showcase how good I am at games, because I'm really not. I'm going to put the radar mode on easy as well, which means it doesn't go off when you get alerts, which is cool. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I've just been laying low, trying to take it easy, not because where I go and cycle, there's a cycle path by my house, and it's in the woods basically, and I'd be concerned about trees and stuff falling, so I've just been taking it easy.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport.
So yeah, this is the prologue tanker chapter, which kind of sets you up for the rest of the
cold too long.
Sets you up for the rest of the plot. Oh, hi everyone. I hope you're having a good Monday. Appreciate you joining me. Hope you're having a good. Well, your start to your week has been very good. My plans for the week are do some more streaming, try and finish some videos. I'm so bummed. Like I'm still like floundering for kind of ideas for formats for videos and stuff like that. Like I was working on one last week and I worked on one for a couple of days and I just wasn't happy with it. It just wasn't like right, you know. It's like when you're trying to come up with, you're trying to write music and you're trying to like form an idea for like a band or an album or something like that, and you write a bunch of songs and you have to kind of like think about the format before you can really think about the songs. Like I want to have this element, and this element. And I'm thinking about that with YouTube videos at the moment, and I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to do for the next coming months, because I haven't really got any work planned this year, so I have to make money. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for the rest of the year. Whether I want to look at getting a normal job or freelance or something else. I'm just kind of working out what I'm going to do. But it's nice at the moment. I've still got plenty of time before I have to actually do anything, so I've got like only a couple months of just chilling and doing my thing and working out what I want to do. And if I work out like what I want to do with YouTube that would be kind of viable, that would be sick. But if not, it's no biggie. Right now I'm just really chilling, playing some Metal Gear Solid, playing my favourite game ever, and getting to share it with everyone. That's the best part, getting to share it with you guys and getting to hang out and do something sociable rather than playing. Like I've been for the last 3 weeks, I've been playing Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 like obsessively. I've been playing it on like, excuse me, I'm playing it on like the hardest difficulties and shit. I've been like getting completely mad with it. So that's very antisocial. So I'm trying to do more sociable gaming rather than just building 50 prison tanks and destroying everything. This game is notably easier than the first Metal Gear Solid. We're probably not really going to have any deaths or failures in this run. It's not a hard game at all, and there's less kind of gameplay in this one. I think it's more. This game's way more cinematic than the first one. It's definitely not. It's not as challenging and it's not as interactive as MGS1, but I think the story more than makes up for it. The parts that are you do work with on this game are really kind of interesting, but it's definitely more of a you're just along for the ride. Hi Calvin. Yeah, I know. I mean, when I think about games that I really love, like for example Fallout New Vegas or Elder Scrolls Oblivion, they're incredible games, but they're not as good as this. They are mechanically really good. I mean, they're role-playing games, so they're like, they have so much depth and detail, but they're not on this artistic and conceptual level. Yeah, the MGS games are my personal favourite. I appreciate they are quite controversial because they are cutscene and kind of like exposition heavy, and they're not really that challenging in terms of gameplay. Metal Gear Solid 3 is way more interactive and way more gameplay focused, but still with an incredible story. But this one, just for the themes and concepts in this game, are my favourite. I'd love to do MGS3 after this one. I mean, it's only about 9 hours to beat this game, so it's probably 3 parts. And after we've finished, we'll go on to 3, I think.
Snake, do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Lots more of this.
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
It's turning the game
Private
up a little
sector's
bit.
not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad.
There's so much like
That
meta
reminds me, I
meta
have to get in
humor
touch
in this
with her again
game.
about that new Natick flashware.
diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work.
But yeah, the plot of this game especially, it does work on a lot of different levels, and you can kind of appreciate without any knowledge the base game, but when you kind of read into it more and you consider the other games in the series, so much of it makes sense.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
So we're sneaking onto this tanker, which is moving through New York City, because there's a rumor of a new Metal Gear model on there.
Metal Gear being transported by that and bring back
Excuse me, sorry.
evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge.
We've got to find out what's going on, because there are forces at play that we don't know about yet.
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion.
So this is set, I think, this part is set 2 years after Metal Gear Solid 1.
Alright, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
And so Snake has left Foxhound, the US Special Forces, and he's now independent, working with Otacon, who's now his BFF. And they are working as kind of like a global non-profit into anti-Metal Gear activity.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
Here we go.
And officially recognized by the UN.
Officially recognized by the UN.
But still fringe, Otacon.
So Snake and Otacon are now kind of like crypto hacker anti-Metal Gear
Your weapon is a
activists.
tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide.
This is where MGS games kind of start being a bit cheaty. Like you get given a tranquilizer gun with like pretty much infinite ammo, and it's like one shot and it just drops anyone.
You can take down an elephant with that thing.
I know. I love Metal Gear Ray too. It's so elegant, and I like how it's on a right level between mechanical and organic. And I think the Metal Gears and mechs in the later games are too organic. They're they look too animal. Like the stuff in Metal Gear Solid 4 I don't like, and then like Peace Walker and MGS 5, they just look like anime monsters. They don't look real. Like MGS 1 with Rex, it's almost believable that could be a real thing. It looks almost like a kind of a tank. And this one with Ray, it is a kind of a inorganic and kind of mechanical and metallic, but at the same time it does look part living.
These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure.
So we're on a boat that's being run by the U.S. Marine Corps at the moment, anyway.
Are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Hackerman.
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
I love all these games how they... Oh, hello, here's the cat right on cue.
This ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch.
Say hello, Luna.
Stern on a boat. That's
Say hello.
Counter-terror ops too.
Hello.
Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days.
Right on cue. You've left me alone all day, but as soon as I start streaming, you come and join me. I think it's because she can hear me talking. I'm usually quite quiet. Yeah, I know. They were a bit silly by MGS4. Whoop. There she goes. I think it's because she can hear me talking, and she likes to talk to me, don't you, baby? Ooh, what's happening? The Marines are being killed. Come on, you want to come sit on my lap? There we go. Yeah, I don't like MGS4 for a lot of reasons.
Like we're not the only ones after
It's definitely my least favorite out of the main series.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. It's their game. Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
Lol, it's just a guess. Oh, no, there she goes. You'll be back.
AKA PS740.
It's so funny because like I can't shut my door all the way because I have an Ethernet, like a hardwired Ethernet cable that runs to my computer because Wi-Fi is too slow. So I can't shut my door all the way. So even though there's like thick carpet, so the door's quite stiff, and I just see the door budge a little bit, and then the cat's pushing her head against the door until it opens. Oh, Luna, you've been asleep all day. You're waking up now. You couldn't go outside today because it was all cold and rainy and windy.
I'm transmitting a photo.
But it's so funny, like I hear the of the door and I see it move and I know she's bashing her little head against it. It's so funny. She does it at night too when I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, oh god, I can hear her going in my office. And you could go.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
It's not just us after this Metal Gear.
Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
I was gonna say also, I love how in these. Well, I say I love how it's kind of like hilarious how, as the MGS games progress, the time between when you start, when you put the disc in and when you actually start playing, it's longer and longer and longer. We're at like 15 minutes and we haven't started the game yet.
Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow
So
the
all we
whole
want to
thing
do is
wide
just
open.
photograph
So
Metal
no
Gear. We're not
pirate
trying to
damage,
destroy
okay?
it or do any kind of crazy. We just want to photograph
System
Metal
like
Gear,
Shadow Moses.
get it on the internet and
Retweet if
prove that
anything
it's out
happens.
there and that the
Frequency
Marine Corps are doing something shady.
141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96.
Yeah, it's really
Sorry,
nice having more
Monday
detail
last
in this
time.
game, and these graphics
Call me
of
on the
PS2
codec
are
when you wanna
incredible.
Got
I
it.
mean, all I'm running on
I'll be
this
waiting just
emulator
past
is
the
just some
Arizona
smoothing.
Bridge. You
Like
need to
I've
be off
upscaled the
that
resolution to
ship by then.
HD, and I
I'll
have
be
some
in
like
touch.
anisotropic filtering, and that's it. The graphics are, they always were. I remember when I first played this game on a demo disc that came with PlayStation Magazine back in like 2001, and it was the tanker chapter. It was this bit because this was like a year before the game came out. They were showing this thing off. And the graphics are just incredible. This was like almost a PS2 launch title. So, right, I have this silly tranquilizer gun. I can pretty much one-shot any enemy with it. So, let's get moving. And the radar's way better in this game as well. It doesn't get jammed anywhere near as often. So, let's go up here. I kind of remember my way around, but not fully. So. And also, you have you can jump over stuff in this game as well, which makes a huge difference. Whoop. Oh no, hang on. How do I drop down? There we go. Right, there's a bad guy. Let's go ice him. Look, you can just sneak up on them. Oop, there we go. And that's all it takes. There's one thing you can do as well. You can shake enemies down after you've tranquilized them, and that's how you get extra ammo and stuff like that. Oh, go away, Otacon. Just picking up this junk. Right, what does he want?
Snake, go through that door.
Metal Gear Solid main theme stolen? No! What's that about? Hi Rusty, how's it going? Hope you're well. Just doing some MGS2, playing my favourite game of all time. Metal Gear! Oh my god, every time with KKB when we travel, we went on ferries sometimes, and ferries, it's so funny because like commercial ferries look just like this boat, and it was so funny. Every time I'm on there, I'm like running up and down the stairs, like doing the snake run and going, freeze! Alright, here we are. Let's get to work. So I've already got full ammo. There's an enemy. Like, I'm right here and he doesn't even see me. But this game's not really about killing enemies. Oh, hello! I know in Metal Gear Solid 3 as well, if you play it on the easiest difficulty, you have like a tranquilizer pistol too, and it does. It's nice because it's like, I mean, there was some parts in MGS1 that are like, even on easy, are quite frustratingly hard, so it's nice to be able to not have to worry about stuff like that so much. You get to just enjoy the game without your immersion being broken by having really like frustratingly hard bits. But then again, I'm definitely a casual. I'm very much a simp when it comes to games. I'm not hardcore at all. Right, let's go in here. One of my favourite things about this game as well is whenever you get into like an alert, you just run into the next room and the alert goes away. So this game is a bit easy, but it's okay. It makes up for it. Right, let's take care of this guy. And you have first-person mode in this game as well, which is sorely missed from MGS1. And that's why in the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, the Twin Snakes, which is on GameCube, the game is built on, it's basically a remake, but it's built on the MGS2 engine, and you can go into first-person mode, and it just makes it unbearably easy, because previously you didn't have that. Like the Revolver Ocelot fight, you can just go in first-person mode and just shoot them through the wires. So we're just having a little poke around the ship. There's a really cool little detail here. This bucket here, which contains ice cubes, as the game continues, these ice cubes melt. It's fucking incredible. Like if I come back here in an hour, the ice cubes will be like almost melted. There's just like, and all these bottles, all of these bottles individually break. Whoop. And I just love that. Like for a game that looks like from 2001, I love that attention to detail. Like every time I'm on a ship, it just looks like this. It's so funny because they really do look like this. Okie dokie. There is a screen round here that has some goodies on. Just hear my boy over there snoring. Oh, no way. I'll have to check that out. Post it on Discord, Matthias. I'll have a look at that later. That sounds really fun. Oh, look at this stinky boy.
Freeze.
Okay, I gotta get the gun before I come back to get that. I know there's a thing, these flies here, I think if you shake this guy down, the flies follow you around. And you start off being able to hold like 10 rations, so you're never, and there's rations everywhere because you can shake down every guard, so you're never gonna die in this game pretty much. Alright, cool. What we need to do, we need to go up now, we need to go to the bridge, because there's the first boss fight we need to go and do. Is this it? See, the flies follow you around, it's so funny. We're about to meet a very cool character, one of my favourite characters in the game. Just running around. Look at the way he runs like such a goof. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Like, it's hilarious how these are supposed to be like special forces Russian mercenaries and they don't see you. Alright, let's go. Cool, we're getting near the right place. There we go. Put my boy to sleep. But yeah, this is a fantastic looking game and it does have an incredible amount of detail. Oh yeah, we were just here, weren't we? Okay, I'm looking for the... Yeah, not this way. I'm looking for the bridge. I can't go that way yet. Here we go. I need to go upstairs. Boink. This first chapter isn't too long. I think it's only about an hour. If you kind of go through all the detailed bits, it's not that long. Here we go, upstairs. Ah, right, interesting. So it was just like accidentally similar. He didn't like copy it on purpose.
Snake, there's a surveillance camera in place. Once you're in its field of view, an alarm will go off. You can't afford to be seen. You can also use the chaff grenade to set up some electronic interference. The camera will be ineffective for a while. There's a blind spot right beneath the camera. Use it to buy some time.
Okay, cool, so let's just sneak past this bad boy. Again, fisheye lenses don't exist in the MGS universe. So the camera can only see 6 feet. Right. I love how you can like hide in lockers and you can put bodies and shit in the lockers. It's really cool. I think this is where we need to go. Later on you can shoot the cameras out and it just makes the whole game like really easy when I get the gun. Oh, here we go. What's going on?
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Well, hi everyone.
Right,
Hi 7
and they're
viewers. How you
linked
doing?
to
Let me
Appreciate you
guess.
being here. Hope you're having good
Semtex.
Mondays. If
Exactly.
you like the stream,
Plastic
click like and
explosives.
that helps me out and all
If
that
you
good
trip the
stuff.
sensors,
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this.
Oh yeah, you can do this in the
entire
codec call. If I
That
move the
sounds
sticks
about
around,
right.
I can like do this. I know
there
you can
aren't
like
that many infrared
That's
beams.
right.
Maybe you can get
That's
past
right.
those without setting off the
No
explosives.
way.
You need to see exactly where the
like
beams
I don't know
are.
why
You
any of
can
this is
use
here.
them.
It's also needless, but it's super
There's
fun.
a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
I can do that and alert the guard, or I can just do the smart way and get the cigarettes out. And now I can see the wires. Hey! That's using your noodle. Right, let's get back up and ice this dude. Let's shake my boy. It's funny, you can, when the guards are asleep, you can take them and stuff them in lockers, and they wake up later, and if you're next to them, you hear them say, "Whoa, how did I get here?" I just love that, like, stupid little detail. Here we go. I know, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, an accidental plagiarism. Oh, that's really cool. I'll have to check out the one that was the original. That's really cool. I dig that very much.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Well, I did always think the characters looked a little bit too cartoony in this game, especially compared to like Metal Gear Solid 3. They look a bit more realistic. Like Snake looks a little bit cartoony in this game. What's going on? Let's find out.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment.
Yeah,
without
definitely.
any naval
It's
assistance.
a lot more kind of
Anyway,
anime
analysis
cartoony.
can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
What's going on? Ooh, who's that? Meryl. Alright, let's go. How did I lose health? Oop, come on. Come on, Snake, open the door. Open the door.
Shalashaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work.
I definitely think when you compare this to some of the other titles that came out around this era, like I remember playing Splinter
Yes,
Cell and
they
I
are
remember
all
just thinking,
planted.
God, this is crap.
Once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the
It's
vehicle's
just
fine.
amazing how ahead of its time this game was, and how much better it is than everything else that just came out in the year, let alone now, but how much better it was than pretty much any other game available on console. I mean,
No,
PC had its
not
own thing,
over
there's like
yet.
System Shock 2 and Half-Life and shit like that, but actually Half-Life's another great contender for just best games ever made, on a mechanical and conceptual and artistic level.
The mission was complete.
I prefer Half-Life 2.
This is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go.
Can't wait for Half-Life Alyx, that's just going to be
I want
amazing.
to stay and fight.
I hope I can
There
get
is no
VR for
choice
that.
to make here, Olga.
That'd be so cool.
Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Okay, Boomer.
Damn it.
Oh my days. Do you want to come up and sit here or not, Loon? Do you want to come up here? Come on. I know you want to. You want cuddles. Come on. Big sausage.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now!
Come on.
Toss your gun overboard, slowly.
You're just a big sausage pretending to be a cat, aren't you? Big sausage. Oh, yeah, I remember playing it at the time and I didn't like it very much.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
I definitely think that the other kind of games like this had nowhere near the level of like artistic or creative detail. Oh, the controller just vibrated and it scared Luna.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I love Olga, she's so cool.
What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
I remember like Splinter Cell like double jumping up the walls and shit like that.
Not too
Then again, I'm not
shabby,
very good at
New
games,
York,
so
I
like, I
mean.
like games like this where you just kind of push a few buttons. It's more about the story.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine.
Alright, time for some
But
action.
no one gets lucky twice either.
We gotta fight Olga. Let's bounce. Come on, Luna, sit down. Alright, here we go. So, how we do this boss fight? You just kind of gotta run around here pretty much and just,
I've been
again,
with
use the
you
first
since I
person
was
camera.
born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The universe is my life, my family.
Oh, there she is.
Everything. All the bad and all the
There we go. So this is a tranquilizer gun, so it won't kill her, but she has like a fatigue bar, and we have to just get that down, and then she will fall asleep.
Nothing else matters to me.
There we go. She's gonna shoot this light out as well, because later she like points it at you so you can't see.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Bro, do you not even know who I am? I'm Solid Snake, bro. Oop. Ah, come on. This railing's in the way. Ah.
Take this.
Oop. Where is she? It's frustrating, you have to reload this gun after every shot, so it's not the quickest weapon. Okay, she's moving. Oop. The controls are definitely better than MGS1, but it's still a little bit rusty.
Take this.
Oop, run! Oh my god, the cat's bugging me. Come on, Luna. Either sit down on me or sit down quietly somewhere. I know you can do this actually.
Take this.
Oh no, you can't do that yet. I know you can run through that wall. Come on.
Take this.
She's throwing way more grenades at me than last time. Oh, come on, point the right way.
Take this.
Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Right. That blanket's gone. She's not very good at staying in cover. Come on. There we go. Almost there. Almost got her. It's funny how you see after she gets tranquilized more, she starts to kind of slowly limp around. There we go. They are, yeah. It was a big step forward. I think that game is like as good. I just personally prefer MGS2 more. The story really just connects with me. 3 has like again, it's just so it's like it's like the world's most perfect James Bond film made by Hideo Kojima. I love the Cold War setting and again all of the sadness of that game as well. But it just blows my mind how this game was so ahead of its time and how it's talking about things 20 years ago that are happening in the world now. That's what fucking blows my mind. Ooh. Cypher.
Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian.
I think 3's story is brilliant. I
find
just
out
prefer
anything else
2.
about their
2 just
origin.
connects with me more.
I
I
know
think
who
3
they
as a
are.
standalone
You?
story is
We've ID'd the
amazing.
old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Shalashashka.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
Remember how
Cypher
Ocelot
key?
talked about in
No,
MGS1
Arnie.
about how he wanted to
First the
steal
Marines,
Metal Gear
then
for
the
Russia,
Russians,
and
now
he
the
wanted Russia
Army?
to rise again as a global
right.
superpower to
This
compete
isn't
with
gonna be
America, and that would be
simple.
how they do it. So
Snake.
now they're here
There's
again.
something I have to tell you.
What?
Ooh.
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous. You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't.
It's funny
get it
how
out
this
of my
dude's whole
mind.
family's built Metal
There's
Gears.
really no one out there who knows about her.
Oh, I love
When was
5.
the
I think
last time you
5's really
saw her?
good. Hang on.
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know.
5 is fantastic. It's just kind of outside the main series, I guess. Like I consider 1, 2, and
Watch your
3 like
back,
the
Snake.
perfect holy
Maybe I
trilogy.
screwed up.
But I think 5 is really important to the story, and I love how it wraps everything up. Like it goes and explains. It explains things that don't make sense from the MSX games from the 80s, like Metal Gear 1 and 2, the original ones. I think 5 feels very different. It feels like a Far Cry game rather than the Metal Gear Solid game, but I still think it's really good. I'm just going to shake Olga down because she has some goodies. Yeah, I think 5 is fantastic. I only played it once. Actually, I could play it again. I have PS4. I just really don't like using the PS4. So I got her dog tag there with Olga's name on it, which is really cool. You collect those as the game goes on. Let's get all these goodies and get out of here. Yeah, no, I think 5 is, after 1, 2, and 3, the best one. I mean, I've played every one of them. I've played like Portable Ops and Peace Walker as well, and I like those too. I think they're really good. Peace Walker as well is like almost up there with 1, 2, and 3. It's a fantastic game. Whoop. Let's take care of this guy. Whoop. Oh damn it! Come on. It's so annoying you can't see the dot. Let's just shoot the light out so he comes and has a look. But yeah, again, for me, 5, it's just the acting, the story, the dialogue, and I love the use of like the motion capture. And even though it's like I get why it's controversial. They replaced the main voice actor for Snake. They used Keith Sutherland rather than the guy that did it for 20 years. But it makes sense in context of the plot because you're not playing as Snake, even though you think you are, you're not. So it kind of makes sense for him to have a different voice. And also, I love the mocap with the facial animations, and I think Keith Sutherland was great in that game. So yeah, Zero intensifies. I know. That's kind of the irony of it as well. They kind of mention it, and he talks about, oh, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff at all. But then it is like if that was a James Bond film. Like, I know there's like a Metal Gear Solid film that's like in development and stuff like that. Can I fucking take control of ship? I know there's like a Metal Gear Solid film that's been in development forever, but just eat a ration while I'm here. Oh, I've got full health pretty much anyway. And it's just like, I don't see how that would work. I don't see how they could make that into like a 2-hour film, but it'd be digestible. You could. Oh, Benny, yeah, we're not there yet. We gotta get through the tanker chapter first. But I think if they were gonna make a standalone film, like you could take the script from Metal Gear Solid 3 and adapt that into something that wasn't Metal Gear, and then, oh hello. That was lucky, you almost got caught. But you could take the script from Metal Gear Solid 3 because that works if you discount the whole canon of the game series. That still works as a really interesting plot on its own, and you can make that into like a really kind of cool, like fantasy Cold War thriller. Just tipping that dude for some bullets. Where do we need to go? We need to kind of go back this way now. We need to go downstairs again to the holds. But yeah, the did you just say nerd? I love the theory that for Metal Gear Solid... Oh, there's a little thing down here. The theory that Metal Gear Solid... that's fine, that's everything. Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes on GameCube, that's meant to be you playing as Raiden doing the Shadow Moses mission in VR. That's the one theory that I've heard, and I really like that. But then again, the whole premise of MGS2 is the whole thing's a fucking simulation anyway, so it's like, you don't know what's real and what isn't. And that's like one of those, like... kind of like it's not really a fourth wall break, but it's kind of like, is this real or not breaks I really like. And I like how in MGS3 the theory is the reason that there are the kind of weird bizarre fourth wall breaks in MGS3 is because you are Venom Snake playing the Operation Snake Eater mission in VR while you're in your, or like you're undergoing like subliminal training for that mission in VR while you're learning how to be Big Boss in like when you're in a coma. Oh, here we go. And that's why there's the thing is there's because it's meant to be you're meant to be Venom Snake learning how to be Big Boss in the early 80s, and there's the reference, there's the snack, the Calorie Mate snack in MGS3, which is like a Japanese like a it's almost like Huel in a bar form. And it didn't exist until 1983. But then you get Calorie Mates in Metal Gear Solid 3, and then there's the whole thing where if you kill Ocelot, it says like Colonel, if you kill Ocelot, Colonel Campbell, who's not even born yet, or not even an adult yet, comes to the radio and says, "Snake, you created a time paradox," and it's just like, it's so fucking funny. Because obviously you can't kill Ocelot because Ocelot's your friend in MGS3. Well, in MGS5, he's part of the crew. And Colonel Campbell, you meet him in Portable Ops, so he was like an associate Big Boss as well. So it's just so funny. That's like a totally unnecessary attention to detail that I just love. You know what? I think I've seen that, Matthias. What does he do in that again? I think David's a really cool guy. I think he's awesome. I follow him on like Instagram and Twitter. I think he's really cool. And I thought he was quite gracious throughout that whole process, but I totally get why they recast him. Like, for me, he's definitely Snake, but you're not Snake in that game, so it kind of makes sense. But then, like, it would have been cool if they used David for Ground Zeroes when you're playing as Big Boss, but then to use Keith Sutherland when you're playing as Venom Snake, but then it would be, the plot just would be too obvious. Again, I mean, I'm a fanboy, but I definitely think that's like a masterstroke, personally. And I just think that Keith took the role really well. I thought he was fantastic. Oh no, I'm not back here. I want to go downstairs. The time paradox. Yeah, I know. I love that detail. But then there's this whole thing all the time. You never know what's actually real in this game and what's just like what's in VR. You know. Oh, I'm running around like a headless chicken. Where am I going? I've run around this circuit like 3 times. But I just love that detail where the whole thing where Raiden in the later part of MGS2, he kind of learns about how his only combat mission has come from VR training, but then he starts to realize actually he hasn't. Yeah, well, the thing is, Benny, the kernel in MGS2 is not real. You are talking to an AI. That's the thing. I don't know if you probably know that, but yeah, that's the thing. You are, because Raiden, he thinks he's an agent for Fox. We'll get to this later, but Raiden thinks he's an agent for Foxhound, but Foxhound doesn't exist, and he's not an agent. He's basically been kind of brainwashed and psychologically trained by the Patriots into thinking he's a Foxhound agent, and he's here stopping this terrorist organization, when really what he's doing is he's trialing their information control system. It's fucking insane. Yeah, absolutely. But then again, Big Boss is a far more tragic and human character. Well, I mean, Solid Snake's a fucking clone. He's not. How can a clone be human? You know, or have as much human characteristics? That's why he is kind of like a bit. That's why he questions everything, and he's like, and he makes kind of silly quips and jokes all the time, because he's not, Well, Big Boss is an independent man. Solid Snake is a fucking clone. Have I got any bullets in my gun? Oh, I do. Cool. And again, here we go. Right. Now I can just... Cameras, no problem. Right, where am I going? Oh, no, I'm not. I shouldn't be here. I need to get back to that bit that had the stinky guard. Now I know where the lasers are, I can just walk straight through them. Where am I going? But I love that bit when you find out in MGS2 that the kernel isn't real. And when like Raiden starts to question it, he's like, actually, I've never even met the kernel. Like, how do I know? Where am I fucking going? Sorry, I'm trying to work out where to go. Let's take care of this camera in case I have to come back here, which I inevitably will do. I want to find the bit with the stinky guard and go downstairs. Oh, I know, it's down through here. Here we go. Is it? No. It's not in there. That's where we just were. Is there a map? No, there isn't a map. We'll get there in the end. Because this is the first bit, and you come up through here. And then we go... This is out onto the deck. I don't want to go that way. But yeah, I mean, I'm a total fanboy. I kind of... Even the bad bits, like, even like the bits I don't like in MGS4, I'm still kind of like... It's like just the perfect game, the perfect series, and I think Kojima's a real visionary and genius. I still haven't finished Death Stranding. I need to go finish that. I know I've been saying that for like months, but I'm like, yeah, I need to finish Death Stranding. Oh shit! Almost ran through that. So this is the bridge. I've already been here. That's out onto the deck. Don't want to go this way. Whoop! Come on. We're kind of at that part where we like get stuck wondering where we have to walk around. Let's go around the explosives. Don't want to blow the whole thing up. Bruh. Hello, Luna. I have to say, surprisingly few security cameras on a Marine Corps controlled ship. Oh, hello. Where am I going? Yeah, there's not really... Okay, let's go out onto the deck and we'll walk around. I think I need to get back to the... Oh, that one's locked. Hang on. Let's take care of this guard. Oh, shit, that's a real gun. Somehow didn't trip the alarm. Bruh. So that's back out onto the deck. It's through here, I think. Yeah, cruise lounge. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here we go. This is where I need to be. But yeah, Solid Snake's definitely, I think, the least interesting character in the series. I think he's kind of, like, not that exciting. But like I said, the dude's literally a clone. He was literally created as an insurance policy in case Big Boss decided to leave the Patriots, which he did. Here we go. Right, we're getting somewhere. But yeah, I think Raiden's my favourite protagonist. I really like him. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going the right way. But I do like Big Boss, even though he is evil. Ultimately, he's a very bad character. Just checking for bullets and goodies. There's all like the creepy posters on the doors and stuff like that. Again, like I love how there's like a level of humor in this game as well, like kind of like accidental humor. Like why is this here? This is fucking hilarious. And then if I take a picture of this with the camera, and then later on we send that to Otacon, it's so funny. Like, I mean, it's such a like an adolescent boy thing, but I don't know why that's there. I mean, I know obviously because Kojima has some kind of creepy issues with his games, but his attitudes to kind of women in these games are slightly problematic. But oh, can we go in here? That's outside. Okay, I don't want that. Oh yeah, that's a true point. I mean, I'm being harsh on him. I just think in comparison with the other characters in the game, I think he's like the least interesting one. Whoop. I need to get back to where that stinky guard was. With the flies. I can't remember where that was. Doink. That's the crew rooms, the locker rooms. Is it through here, or is this back out on the deck? No, that one's locked as well. Hmm. But yes, yeah, Snake's speech at the end is fantastic as well. I will admit that. Here we go. Yes, engine room. This is what we want. Although I'm annoyed because where the stinky guard is, that's where the silencer for the handgun is.
Raven.
Like, again, I love this. Like, why is this here? Why is there a toy of this guy? Why does it exist? The boss from MGS1, like, it makes no sense. And now if I do this... like, why is that there? It's so bizarre. Just climb up here and get these bullets. Oh, there's more weird pictures. Okay, let's go. He didn't notice me at all. It's so funny. I think you can dump the bodies over the rail. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't killing nobody. Unless I have to. Oh, there's my boy. These are like the least attentive guards on the planet. Whoops. I mean, I know my gun's got a silencer on, but you should still be able to hear that. Okay, let's go. But I do like how Otacon evolved a little bit from the first game to the second one. He's a bit of a punchline in the first one, but he is a lot more endearing. Like, I remember when he's talking about trying to save the hostages after EE dies. Spoiler. But he's way more human in this game, where he is a bit ridiculous in the first one. And then I think in 4 he's a bit ridiculous as well. Like, his whole like infatuation with Naomi is really stupid. Then again, he is Huey's son, so he is going to be an idiot. Doink. Oh, I got plenty of rations. This is faster than running. There's a guard somewhere. Alright, let's carry on. Gotta get down to the hold. They designed this game using Lego? No! Oh my god, that sounds great. I watched like there's like the documentary on like the making of this game, but I've never seen that. Again, so spam it on Discord. I'd love to see that. That sounds really funny. Here we go. What's going on?
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Oh, I'm like 10 feet away from a dude and he doesn't see me. I ain't complaining. I don't want to be dying all the time. That's not fun. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. Ah, there we go. Oh no, hang on, that's just ammo. Oh, I thought it was the. Oh, you find the suppressor later. Okay. Let's bounce. Oop, let's jump on this. Get those bullets. Again, more bizarre pictures with just no context. Well, I guess it would make sense if it's a ship full of like merchant navy. They'd probably have weird, creepy posters everywhere. But ooh, here we go.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch
Oh,
them,
Lego Racers
the
is bomb,
explosives will
Benny.
detonate and that
We
ship will
we
be
finished
pulverized.
Lego Racers and Lego Island last week. It was really fun. Lego Racers is great. It's a really fun kart game. It's too easy, but like I beat the final boss on like my very first try. Oh wow, Matthias, that sounds great. Yeah, please send that to me on Discord. Just post it in the general chat. Oh, the cat's
That's the
back.
control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch
Alright.
it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USB
Yeah, let's
you
just
picked
shoot
up
some
to do the
explosives.
trick.
That sounds
Use
like a
that
great
gun.
idea. Okie dokie. Where is it? See, I want to hit the control unit, not the bomb. Oh, actually, hang on. I need to use a real gun, not the tranquilizer. There we go. There we go. Hello, Luna. Through we go. The amount of times I was playing this game on like PS2 originally and I shot the explosives instead by accident. Well, this is a nice little chapter where it teaches you the mechanics and how you get around things in the main game. It's such a nice little teaser. It's like with Ground Zeroes for MGS5.
Fast. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Still cubbies here. Here we go. Later on, guards come down here, so you gotta be ready. I love how scary this bit is. Or was that body? Lol, rip. Rip, my dude. Yeah, that bit's okay. I mean, I played it enough times, I kind of know where they all are now, but, oh no, the one bit, oh, shit. The one bit that sucks for me is the swimming part, when you have to swim with the, that bit really sucks. That's like the most frustrating part for me. The freezing the C4 part isn't too bad, it's a bit silly, but, oh, he's got nothing. Let's carry on. Oh, hello. Oh my god, that guy just vibing out to music. Oh my god, that guy's having a snooze. Whoop. Can't seem to hit him. Oh, okay. There we go, finally. I'm surprised actually how well it runs on emulator. I was a bit concerned that it wouldn't work properly. Just because with the amount of games that just don't work very well on PCSX2, like, it's honestly quite rare to find a game that works with no real issues. We haven't found any yet, so fingers crossed. Actually, I should probably save. Whoops. 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 What am I doing? It's called Arkham.
You want to save, Snake?
So we're almost an hour in. We're kind of reaching the
Snake,
end of this
you
chapter.
of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too.
That's right.
I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, they have a beautiful bromance, Snake and Archon. They're good boys. Oh, come on. Damn, son. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald word? That's right. I know, it's so funny. Alright, let's go. Oh, good old static camera that you can't move. Just checking every now and again for guards. Can I get that? That's just USB bullets. I've got like full ammo. Here we go. We're getting there. I know there's some shenanigans you can do later on that we might save and try when the big speech is happening. It's a bit so creepy, I love it. Just seeing that door move is like, ugh. Barack Obama Chaos Control, what? I'd play that game if it existed.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. I've never really played Sonic, sorry. Yeah, I had a PlayStation, not a Mega Drive when I was a kid, so I never really played Sonic very much.
Who goes there?
Who goes there? Oh shit. Alert time. Alright, here we go. I know this is one of the few times you want to use the real gun, but I'm just going to put these guys to sleep. We are on easy, so they're not really going to be any danger to me. Whoop. Come on. I've got the cardboard box actually I can hide. Oh, I've only got the wet box, I haven't got the dry box. Oh no, they saw me. Alright, here we go. It's so easy, oh my god. Here we go. We're trying not to kill anyone. At least on this part, anyway. But dude's not a very good mercenary.
Who goes there?
Ooh, here he comes. Walking down the street.
Oh, Shalashaska.
It is you.
Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel.
Yeah, that's how they're really cool. They're like, again, like I think the coolest group of. I like the Cobras from MGS3, but this is like probably my favorite group of villains. I love Fat Man. Fat Man's so badass, and I really like Fortune too. She's just like an insane character.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Ooh. Does Ocelot really care about Russia?
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
It's getting weirder and weirder.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No.
Metal
Go around the
Gear.
bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Is that a Death Stranding reference?
Okay,
Well, they are
Snake,
going to the beach
let's
in
go
one
over
way or
this
another.
One more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia.
I love
on
how
the
he just
body
has
of
this
Metal
shit
Gear.
already. Why am I even here if you already had
Just let
this?
someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's
I love how this happened now though. Just go fake
Just
news,
spit it out.
Photoshop, not
I'm
real.
used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Hackerman.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from
Bro,
the
what
camera,
iOS you running?
split the files
11.
and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Okay, let's go. So I've just got to get photos of the Metal Gear prototype. Oh shit. But with the Russian hijackers thrown in, that provides an interesting alternative.
Time to save?
I'm just gonna save real quickly because when I get to the I'm gonna like be silly when I get to the projectors. I'm gonna do the silly thing.
Okay. There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something. Probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
Don't get high on the mission. Okay. Alright, let's go.
The specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
How do you jump down the ladder?
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capabilities.
There's a button where you can slide down the ladder, so I can't remember which one it is.
A swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
So all these Marines, keep an eye out for them.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Let's just crawl around. How do I get behind this?
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained.
Oh! Whoops. Did the wrong thing. Yay!
Snake! Snake!
Well, that's our first failure. Trying to be silly. I pressed the wrong button.
At the moment,
okay.
Every industrialized nation on the globe
Let's go
knows the
back.
specifications for Metal
Oh,
Gear.
no, I put the gun away.
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course,
Aaron's got a toilet really to pee. F, thank you.
With Ray,
I think it's in the next room you can mess with the projectors.
Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
They didn't have one person watching guard.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
I think I gotta take a bathroom break real quick. Hang on. Just gonna save again real quick.
Time to save. Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Earnings. Alright, okay, I'm just gonna pause. I'll be back in a sec, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. See you in a sec. And we're back. Sorry about the wait. I went downstairs and the cats had knocked something over. I had to just mop it up. Okay, where were we? So Otacon was just talking to us about ripped jeans and all that. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. You can mess with them. Oh my god, this is so funny, this bit.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in
you can keep doing it.
Policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project, but I promise you that they will not succeed. In the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Like, what is this?
And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers.
Like, why would Snake do this?
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable.
Well, they were looking at the goal, not the commander.
There's a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
This is a cutscene, like I'm not doing anything.
But this project is vital to the Marine Corps.
Like, who is this? How did this end up in the game? It's so weird.
Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the...
Snake, you okay? Snake! Snake!
Alright, that's enough of being silly. Oh, thanks, Matthias. Yeah, I'll watch those later. That sounds really fun. Alright, enough being silly. Alright, let's go. Gotta just crawl over that grate. Okay, just gotta sneak round while they're looking. Oh, fuck. Damn. Bruh.
Snake, respond. Snake, snake.
Right, let's just try and not do that. I know there is like a ladder you can crawl up, but you don't need to. It's not that bad sneaking past these guys.
We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
I'll crawl.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different from the Navy.
No idea how I didn't.
Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire.
Oh my god, that was some ninja shit.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail
Thanks,
our
dude.
own
Appreciate
Ray
it.
project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
Here we go.
Some say that the strategic importance.
Oh yeah, no, just send it wherever you. Oh yeah, on the general memes. Yeah, cool. You can spam. My Discord's not busy. You can post whatever you want anywhere. I don't mind. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Right, it's photo time.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass.
It's interesting understanding the different divisions of the American military, like the Army, the Navy, and the Marines, and how they all differ.
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen.
It's interesting how there are rivalries between them. There we go.
This turned out to be longer than expected.
Good.
At ease. Rest a little.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Respond. Snake?
I'm bumping into too many people. Alright, let's try that again. Here I am like, oh, this game's really easy, I'm not gonna get a single failure the whole time I play it.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of RAID. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
Oh my god, I'm here. Oh shit. Okay, whoops. Didn't even. I thought I was in the previous room, I didn't even realize I was here.
Those with submarine and
That's not gonna work.
air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen.
Hello! Let me just call Otacon again. Hold your camera high and click.
Okay.
Oh, hi, John.
finally there.
How does it work in Europe compared to the US, lol? You know what? I don't know. I know there are, like, for example, in England there are separate divisions. You have, like, the Army, the RAF, and the Royal Navy. But I think they're way more integrated. But again, like, America has the biggest military complex in the entire world, and you have all these different divisions that kind of do the same thing. Like, I know that the US Navy is the second largest air force in the world behind the US Air Force. It's, like, wild. I don't think there's anywhere near as much competition. I think it's far more unified. There aren't as many companies. Like the whole like military-industrial complex thing doesn't exist on that scale. Like it's way more collaborative. Like I know with Europe, a lot of like NATO European forces are like work together. Like they like, for example, on things like the Eurofighter project, and also with I know Airbus was born out of oh, that's why they fucking got me. All right, sorry. Like I know that and like Airbus was made out of a joint European connection between all of the independent plane manufacturers in France and England and a bunch of other places. Oh, that's how they were getting me. Right, I've got to watch out. I've got to like wait for them to. It's like a little like timing thing. Yeah, I think they're way more collaborative. Yeah, I hope you're good, John. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Because it's when he says at ease. I just gotta hide for a sec. Where's the box? Put the box on. Oh, they took my box! They took my box! Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, John. Appreciate you joining me. We're having a good Monday.
Always bear that in mind. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
It's weird, you didn't do it. Maybe it's because I failed there twice. They're like, oh, for God's sake. Right, there's the computer. Let's get some more pictures. I need to get one from the left side as well. There's the ladder.
Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon.
How do I get up? God, sorry, I wasn't paying attention when I called him last time. I had to get from the left, from the side, from the front, and...
You're not going to be able to climb back up that thing. You should forget about going up...
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I don't need that. Rip. I need one of the Marine Corps branding. That's what I need. How do I zoom in? No, that's not it. That's how we do it.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th.
Let's go use the terminal and I'll upload the ones I've already taken and Archon will tell me what I need. It's been so long since I played this, I can't remember. I love this bit, it's so silly. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of countries wasting loads of money on their military. I think that's a bunch of bollocks. And it sucks that England's planning to do that after Brexit and leaving the European Union. I know England's moving to make huge trade deals with America, and that involves military stuff. Definitely not into an increase in military spending at all. I think that sucks. I think there are so many better uses for that money in this country.
So,
here we go.
Any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is...
Codec moments, bruh.
Oh, this is,
What?
nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one. What's next?
Yeah, word, bro.
Okay, this works. It's a great front view.
Cool. Got
and
that.
the next one is...
Oh, cool, I did get one. Oh, I hit skip by accident. Great, left shot. I think I've got them all. I know, it's completely ridiculous. And I know that UK is renewing to spend like billions and like something like £500 billion on renewing its nuclear submarine deterrent, which is just ridiculous, a ridiculous waste of money. Okay. I had to get one from the right side. Oh. Left and the front and one of the lettering. Okay, I need one from the front right, that's all I need. Okay, cool. Almost there. Yeah, I think it's super whack. And especially now we have our own version of Donald Trump who has, you know, ambitions of the country being kind of powerful and kind of at its kind of form or importance, which is very, very needless, I think.
There was no technology.
Hello, 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 hello. Luna, get away from my drink.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look.
Stop
The first image is...
Stop it, baby. Okay, great. Right, now, the reason I wanted to go to the bathroom is because this is a long, kind of... a long cutscene.
That is all. Dismissed.
Hello. What's this noise? Luna's so funny. Whenever you pick her up or touch her, she kind of goes. Bleh. You pick her up, she goes. Hello. Do you have a voice for the live? Do you have something to say for the live stream? Quick word for the internet, Luna. No, you don't, do you?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue.
You're purring.
They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
How's the dude got 2 arms? He only had 1 arm at the end of the last game.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal?
She's so cute.
No,
I'm taking it back. She purrs so much. You can see she's like doing this on me. I call it making pizzas. Both the cats do it all the time. Oh, she's so cute. She always likes to sit on my lap and make little pizzas on my chest. Oh, it's because you love me. And you're dead. Ooh. Shit's getting real.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
It's okay, Luna. Calm down. Ocelot and MGS2. I am Shalashashka. Also, Revolver Ocelot.
This ship now
I love how he only
carries
mentions it
enough
once in
key structural
MGS1.
points to blow it out of
He's
the
like, in the
water
Middle
at
East,
the
they
touch
call
of
me
his
Shalashashka. But like in MGS5, they never call him that. It's like when you try to make up your own nickname.
No one has to die needlessly.
Luna, you're clawing my chest. Use a blanket. Come on. Come on. Yeah, please don't call me Shalashashka. I know, it's so funny. But it's all just part of his, like, myth, that's the thing. Like, his whole thing is just, like, what people believe about him. I love how when he says, I'm taking it back, Galukovich thinks it's for Russia, because Russia invented Metal Gears, but he's taking it back for the Patriots. He's working for them, but he's also trying to destroy them.
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear.
Here we go.
As I said, I came to take it back.
Come on, baby, sit down.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Galukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
If you remember at the end of MGS1, we find out that Solidus is the third clone of Big Boss, apart from Liquid and Solid, and he's working with Ocelot.
During the Cold War.
Ooh. I love how they set all this stuff up and they explain it in MGS3. Talking about how Metal Gear was invented by Russians and about how Ocelot stopped believing in the Soviet Union in the Cold War. But then, see, it's like they tell you, but then they show you. It's like awesome.
Damn you!
That was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Oh, he's so badass. I love Ocelot, he's such a badass. Again, one of the things I really don't like about MGS4 was how they just ruined him, I think. And the whole Liquid thing is just, like, ridiculous. I liked him up until then because it was just, he was so ambiguous. And he was kind of like good and evil at the same time. But in 4, he just kind of became silly. And the fact that he was kind of taken over by Liquid is just kind of like a bit lame. Bit of a lame way to like use his character.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Ooh! Oh no, you didn't like that, did you? Oh, that scared you. Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. Oh, it's really vibrating. Oh, she doesn't like it. It's okay. It's just the controller. It's just the controller, Luna. It's fine. Oh, poor baby. Come on. Oh, let's go. Oh, poor thing. Oh, I've got a wet patch on my t-shirt where she was like sucking it. It's like still vibrating. Ooh, here we go.
It's been a while, brother.
Who's this?
Who are you? You know who I am.
I love how his skin changes when he becomes possessed.
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Yeah, I know, and I just think it was just a bad way of wrapping up his character. When I think he is such a kind of like complex character in the earlier games, and just to him, you know, him destroying the world to try and rid the world of the Patriots to create anarchy is kind of like a bit of a silly way of wrapping him up, I think. I love this bit here.
But I live on through this arm.
And they explain how they're kind of, oh no, because they're clones, they're genetically predisposed to age sooner because the source material was old. I look like fucking Hugh Hefner now. Sorry, I'm cold. But yeah, I think his treatment in MGS4 was kind of subpar. Was such an interesting character. Here we go. I always thought this bit was really cool when I never knew what this next bit was. I only worked out recently what it was actually doing. There's a bit where it explains what Ray's doing later on in the game, I think.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Those poor guys trying to shoot it. But yeah, again, I love how like Ray is mechanical and organic at the same time. It's kind of a really cool mix. Those weird noises they make. They're such cool like monsters, machines. I'd love if there was a little bit less cutscene and a bit more play for stuff like this. So what it's doing here is it's sucking up water, and you see here how the bodies come closer because it has like a pressurized cannon, and it sucks up the water and uses it to blast like a high pressure water jet to cut through the hull of the ship. I never realized that until like quite recently. That's so cool. Like, I thought it was just a laser, but it's like a water jet. So funny, oh my god. Poor Otacon. Find it a bit weird how it just jumps like that though. Yeah, I know. That's why I was surprised when we played it on stream. The amount of times I was just like dying and stuff. I mean, most of it is just down to the bad controls. I think 3 is probably the hardest one. Out of the classic 3 at least, anyway. 3 is pretty tricky in some places. Some of the boss fights are really hard.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes. I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Mr. President. Right, what happens next? Save. Yeah, why not? Luna. Good girl. Good girl. She's like, if I don't give her attention, she just yells at me. Yes, baby, don't you? You need so much love. So much love. I love all this kind of stuff that comes up too. It's just so like...
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare.
Oh, interesting.
It didn't take long for the
government. When I play it again, I'll suck at it.
And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
So yeah, here we go. Here's the main game. The prologue chapter is done. It ended up taking longer than I thought. Oh well.
Demands $30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to
Most
blow the
unoriginal
shell
name
out
for a
of
white
the
dude
water.
ever.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Excuse me. Again, it's so fun. Again, this predates like Deepwater Horizon
You have two
by about
objectives.
like 6
One,
years.
Infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
So we're being given our mission, but is that really the mission? And who's giving it to us? And doesn't this look awfully a lot like the start of the last
SEAL
game?
Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound
Come on,
remains a
baby, stop
covert
it.
body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
It is funny hearing about all the people in chat talking about this game who played it loads and love it, when like a lot of you are younger than me, and so it's like I find that really fascinating that people, you know, 6, 7 more years younger than me have played this game. It's like, because I remember I was like 11 or 10 when this game came out, so I remember playing it then. But it's cool that it still had, you know, despite it being like a PS2 Xbox title, it still has longevity and people are still playing it. I think that's really cool that people are still discovering these games.
Suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research.
I really dig that.
The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Alright, let's go. We're in. So yeah, very, very funny. We start in the game the same way we started MGS1. Look, we just found a gun straight away. Oh, it's the tranquilizer gun, cool. I love how these cockroaches on the floor, and like they move, and the game made in 2001, that's so cool how they move and kind of... Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Let's get back up. Bruh. Okie dokie. Let's see. I know there are some goodies we can snag around here. It was the 3DS version. I didn't even know it was on 3DS. That's wild. I know the PS2 version's way more gameplay focused than MGS2, and like the combat and the stealth are a lot harder, and the bosses are harder, and the map's way less linear. So I know there's like a couple places where you can like genuinely get lost, and the bosses are quite hard in that game. Whoop. Whoop, come on. Here we go. Again, I haven't played it. I haven't played MGS3 in even longer. What was that? God getting beaten up. There's somebody else here.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in
Has the metal MGS4 controls. That's cool. I've not seen that. I have to check it out. I didn't even know there was a 3DS version.
Made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They've become a band of mercenaries.
Who knows?
An army without a country.
Outer heaven.
Who's that going up the elevator?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team.
This
We're
wasn't
a
part of the
solo job.
simulation.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator.
Here we go.
A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Fourth
Use the
wall
node
break.
to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored.
I know
green.
how on the hard
Each
difficulties
area
you have
has
to do
at
that for like
least
every
one.
room you go and you have to scan it, and I'm like, bruh,
How
that's
do I
long.
gain access?
Good and playing
Just
on easy
push
mode.
the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the
Nanomachines,
procedure
son.
before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Right, let's go. There's one thing, what's it about Kojima games and protagonists like touching stuff and getting shocked to connect to something? Connecting to the chiral network. I remember when Death Stranding was like being developed and all the teasers and concept art was coming out, people were like, is Death Stranding Metal Gear Zero? Alright, here we go. Name. Let's go. There we go. I'm an adult. Blood type. I have no idea what my blood type is. Let's say AB. Nationality. Congo Republic, let's go. Yeah, blood on lol. Your radar type 2. Radar does not appear. No, I don't want that. Yeah, even doing intrusion view. Captions on. Excellent.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
Yeah, it's the same one, like from the Shadow Moses training, which Raiden says he's done VR of, which is what happens in Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes.
Represents their field
My
of
camera's
vision.
going out of focus, hang on.
Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yeah, I remember. I mean,
It
obviously
gets
it's
jammed
not.
easily, I'm
I
afraid.
haven't finished the game yet, but I'm pretty confident
It's
that it
all
isn't.
made from currently existing technology.
I think it has
You won't
absolutely
be
nothing
able
to do with the
use it
Metal
in an
Gear
area
world,
with
but it's still an
strong
interesting
harmonic
theory.
resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the start button.
How do I save
It's
the
interesting
mission
how many
data?
similarities
I've
there
set
are
aside
between this and the first
proprietary
game in the
frequency for
story and
saves,
dialogue,
and an
but that's
analyst
intentional.
will
We'll
work on
find
the
that out
data
later.
too.
Jack, is everything all right?
Ooh, here
What
we
are you
go.
doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
To manipulate you.
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses.
Yeah, it's funny how
incident?
Colonel is way more robotic in this game, and he's way more authoritarian. He's nowhere near as human as he was in the first game. We'll find out why.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack.
Not
But
an
that
AI
means,
at
Colonel,
all.
that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field.
Snake's first job, Uber Eats, lol.
Comes first too, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His name is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Won't be that long till it's April 30th
I'll
again,
keep trying to
MGS2
tell you
day.
the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Ryan's such a douchebag, he's a bad boyfriend. Here we go. They're waking up.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Or I can just pop them with the tranquilizer gun. And now they ain't going anywhere. Nerds. Right, let's shake these losers down. I love how these Russian soldiers with Makarovs and like AKs have bullets for a tranquilizer pistol. Have I got them all already? Yeah, cool. One more. Right, let's bounce. Get to see Ryan's beautiful blonde locks. It would be funny if Snake had a real job, but I know, like in the story, like he was like a soldier, like from as soon as he was like an adult.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
I love how emotionless he is while talking about his like friend and comrade.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries.
Wonder why.
It'll only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
B for booty.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Let's bounce. Excuse me. Okay, let's go. Is that a bandage? Yeah, cool. Those are good if you get injured. Oh, these little burbs. And like, I'm not going to, but you can shoot them, and then like Rose calls you on the codec, and he's like, "Jack, what are you doing? That's a sign of a serial killer." I love this game environment. It's so like expansive. It's just like a really just whoop. You slipped in the bird shit. There I am talking about how like beautiful and like expansive and like wide this game is, and it's just me slipping in bird shit. Like, it's such a weird mix in tones. I love having the seagulls here. It's such a nice touch. It's just really pretty. All right, let's get going. Whoop! No, put the gun away. Can't remember how to get in there. I think I can shoot these. No, not yet. You need to get a real gun before you can shoot them. Alright, let's get a move on. There's something you can crawl under, that's what I remember. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's a hole cut in the fence. I wonder who did that.
Ride and look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left.
Absolutely, John. It's one of my favourite things about it. The minute details and things they could so get away with not doing, but the fact they just did all of them and went so hard on it. It really does, yeah. Like even just something as simple as having, because we are like in the middle of the ocean. Well, not in the middle of the ocean. We are like in the sea, not that far from mainland New York. So it does make sense there would be seagulls there.
SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence.
Well, not the real
here.
Colonel Campbell thought about his likeness
No
being used in this game
This
by the
operation
Patriots
is
as
under
this AI.
Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your
Ooh.
mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Let's go. Like, being able to slip on the bird shit. That's hilarious. So unnecessary, but hilarious. Strut A, Lil Pump room. What's Lil Pump up to? I know it's not like 2018 anymore, but what's he up to, I wonder? Oop.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
There's the nerd.
Colonel, did you say
Colonel,
nerd?
I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
He's with iCarly right now, word. Hang on.
Freeze!
Oh, hang on.
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found. If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it. First, walk up to the body, and with all weapons deselected, press the weapon button to pick it up. As long as you have the weapon button held down, you can move around with the body in your grasp. Release the weapon button to let go of the body.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm tipping him anyway to get the ammo out of him. There's some lockers around here I can go stuff him in. Poor dude. Like I totally didn't need to take this guy out, but I just love this as a mechanic, just stuffing unconscious mercenaries in a locker upside down. There we go. Is there any goodies in this one? Oh, cool. I've got to get the sock on first. Alright, let's go check into the nerd. Right, let's get going. I love the music and sound design in this game as well. I know I said it for the last game as well, but it's just so brilliant. Another one of the weird locker pictures. He was like, I'll check the roof. Cool, got some chaff grenades. Oh, there's Mr. Soldier. He's around here somewhere. Oop. Whoop.
There's somebody there.
Yeah, just me. Fool. Come on, gotta shake you down for rations. Let's go back. Oh, there's some goodies here. Nice bullets. Can't go through that door yet. I think it's this way. Here we go, yeah, FA connecting bridge. Although surely, no, we want to go the other way. Yeah, we don't want to go this way, we're going to strap B.
Raiden, watch your back. That's a cipher, a type of UAV. If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution. But you can use chaff to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff.
Vibe.
You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new
Yeah, I need
intelligence
to go
on the
back to strap
operation being
B.
executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the President. Is he safe?
He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money.
Good work. Your retrieval is on the way.
Easy
Come on
money.
home.
Roger that. Holy!
Alpha Zero, report.
Damn it! Cover the president!
Come in, Alpha Zero.
This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that...
Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Right.
All Chads respond.
The president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Colonel Ryden, there's a YouTuber with a drone near you. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go back. Don't need to go this way yet. I've never played Revengeance. I've watched playthroughs of it. It doesn't seem like my kind of game, to be honest, and I don't consider it part of the series. I definitely don't consider it canon. It doesn't really have what I like about Metal Gear games in it, other than it's interesting to find out. But I remember, like, with the story, I think it's really sad. Like, I don't like what they did to Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 4, and seeing him in Revengeance just looks really sad. It doesn't look like a nice character arc for him at all, and it frustrates me because he learned nothing from this game. Like, after this game, he's just kind of a bitter and broken person. He doesn't learn anything.
Watch out. There are sentries
And he kind of
posted on the
abandons his
connecting
family
bridge.
and becomes
They will spot
completely
you if you
just
continue on course.
loses all of his
Any
humanity.
recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Excuse me.
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move.
But yeah, no, I
sideways
never
while
actually
keeping
probably
out
sat
of
down with
enemy sight.
Revengeance.
All right. I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip.
And the
gauge.
plot's kind of silly
It
as
will
well. It's
keep
kind of more like a
decreasing during
modern
the
Call of
hanging
Duty
maneuver,
game than a
and
Metal
once
Gear
it
Solid
runs
game.
out, you will fall.
It's actually, funnily enough, probably the only Metal Gear game I haven't played. Actually, apart from Metal Gear Survive, which I have no intention of playing. Oh, damn it. Come on. There we go. That's one. I mean, I could go in hanging mode, or I could just shoot the mercenaries. Oop. That's much easier. I know, yeah, I know it is really, like, what happens to him is really sad, and I really, considering he's like one of my favourite parts of the whole series, I love his character. I think it is really sad, and I think he kind of got, whoops, there we go. I think it's kind of sad how he got kind of done dirty with those games, with 4 and Revengeance Rising. I kind of hoped he'd get somewhat of a, well, he does get kind of a redemption, but I hoped he'd kind of be happy. That's what I wanted for him. I wanted him to be, considering how unhappy he is even in this game and how sad his life's been. I'd love to see him get kind of a happy ending, but exactly, yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's more of like an action hack and slasher rather than an MGS game. Ooh. Doesn't this look a lot like the scene with the cyborg ninja from Metal Gear Solid 1? Doesn't it look exactly the same? With 2 guards on the floor and 1 leaning up against the wall. And doesn't it happen at almost the same part of the game as well? Dun 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 dun. I don't know if I've ever played any Platinum games. I love how these guns have infinite clips as well. They're just spraying bullets. Vamp is so cool. Again, like, I hate how they brought it back from 4. There was like no need. It was just really lazy. I love just seeing the fucking terror. Like, Vamp is really scary. Like, how many bullets are in that clip? Like 1,000? Bayonetta Rising. Ooh, lol. I've never played Bayonetta, actually. I know a lot of people like it. I just never got around to playing it. That was kind of from that era, from like about 2006, 2014. I didn't really play very many games. I was just like hardcore music. I didn't really care about games at all. Ooh. Yeah, it's only really in the last like 5 years or so I've got back into playing games more. I didn't even have a console for the longest time. I just had a laptop and I played like Elder Scrolls Oblivion on my laptop. That was pretty much it. And Fallout New Vegas. That was like all I played for years. That and like old racing games. I know when GTA 5 got out, I came out, I bought an Xbox 360 to play that on. And then when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I bought a PS4. Yeah, I remember playing Devil May Cry like years ago and Onimusha and games like that, and they were really fun. I really like the Onimusha games, they were really cool. They were really weird. Ooh. Yeah, I've never played Nier. I've heard about it though. Ooh. That's so creepy.
What are you?
Ooh. Oh, he's so creepy. Fun fact, the voice actor for Vamp, Phil Lamar, is also Hermes from Futurama and Marvin in Pulp Fiction. I love how they got like good voice actors for these games. Like all of the voice actors have done like loads of stuff. They're all kind of like really well. It's just really good. So funny when you consider Marvin from Pulp Fiction, Hermes from Futurama, and then Vamp. I think I only ever played one of Devil May Cry. I think I played all 3 of the Onimushas. Yeah, he's great. There are a lot of really, really good voice actors in this game.
Where is he?
Again, just one of those things, just like a totally unnecessary level of detail I really, really, really dig. Like I was saying earlier, like I really like how they put Keith Sutherland as Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Strange smell.
Mm-hmm.
You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Oh, word. To be honest, I don't. The only reason I don't dislike Revengeance. I'm just not interested in it because it's not a Metal Gear Solid game. I probably would totally dig DMC5. To be honest, like I remember playing games similar to that and liking them. I don't know if I'd play it now. To be honest. But yeah, my only issue with Revengeance is I don't like the story and it's just not a Metal Gear Solid game. I'm sure it's perfectly functional and good at like what it is, but my name is
Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade.
This Pliskin dude really sounds a lot like Snake. Yeah, I'm sure the gameplay's really fun. Oh, and he has the same voice actor as Snake. Oh, he looks a lot like him too. Also, I love how he's called Pliskin, like Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. Like it's not like subtle that they base Snake on Kurt Russell from Escape from New York.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh?
How are you Foxhound when
Where
it doesn't
were you
exist?
before Foxhound? Delta Force?
Does he even have a background?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80.
This is the VR bit from MGS1.
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective.
Them damn millennials with their computers.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game.
Pliskin's the fourth clone of Big Boss.
Ultimate soldier.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Boomer Snake, I know. So funny. Okay, Boomer.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Bounce.
What's up?
Take a look.
Ooh. And this right here, this is a direct reference to Escape from New York. This exact scene happens in Escape from New York.
Captain.
With the handcuff which was attached to the nuclear football, which is with the president. I love that. It's like not even subtle. Dude named Pliskin. And then like the most obvious Escape from New York. I love Escape from New York because it's basically Metal Gear Solid the film. Yeah, they don't need to make Metal Gear Solid film. It already exists. It's Escape from New York.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp. He's Romanian.
Gonna join my boy Snake.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge.
Mr.
But
President.
they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot
I love
of
how this bit here,
madmen.
because we just played the tanker, none of this happened.
And pulled another one?
None of this happened.
No, he's not involved in
This is the
His body
legend
was
that was
positively
propagated
ID'd
about
years
Snake
ago.
after the game. Look at him doing all this shooting. We didn't do any of that.
And buried.
We didn't do any of that in the tanker chapter. That's just the myth
What about the other soldiers?
that was propagated
I saw
about
Russian
him after the
equipment
tanker
too.
chapter.
Former Soviet military.
That's fake
They're
news
probably
right there.
mercenaries.
20 years ago.
The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
I don't know.
Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
Oops, shit.
Take this too.
Word. I'm strapped, bruh.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
I know, it's insane. Like, that's one of... If you read... I did some... I'm trying to put descriptions more on my videos and streams, because that helps the algorithm helps people find your video. And I'm just talking about, like, some of the themes in this game, like the AI-driven information control, which is hilarious, because I'm doing this on YouTube, which is an AI-driven information control system. And we have things like Facebook and Twitter, which use AI to manipulate people's emotions and opinions to try and use the website more by feeding them biased political information.
Or about dead cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, exactly, Matthias. Exactly. And it's like, you've noticed how Snake is the exact same, and the fucking eye patch, it's all there. It's a brilliant film.
What's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden. Strange code.
But yeah,
name.
this is a
Makes
fascinating
up for the
game.
boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
It's nice to see more detail in Snake after MGS1. Like, I never knew he had green eyes. There we go. Oh, cool. Got the suppressor. That's nice. How do I attach the suppressor? Here we go. There we go. Cool. I can now do some shooties. Right, let's get on to strut B. Cool, got plenty of bullets. I love that little noise in the background, it's so cool.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Yeah,
Don't you
it's
need to
just
save the mission
perfect.
data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Lol. Yeah, I'll always love this game forever. And it's so cool that I can play it on an emulator on my computer like super easily, and it works, and it took me 20 minutes to download the file, and
Jack,
it's
do you
fucking
remember
awesome.
what day tomorrow
And I can
is?
share it with everyone. I can share my love of this game
I'm
with
sorry, but
on
I still
YouTube.
don't have a clue.
It's fucking awesome.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. We should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Right, yeah, what actually happened to him? We'll find out. Whoop. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Is that fucking Britney Spears? Oh no. What's going on here? I just love how good this game looks. Another lovely little phrase of music here. Again, yeah, the suitcase with the soul handcuff on it. It's Beyonce.
What the hell is that?
I know, yeah. That's so scary. Like, the end of that is so terrifying to me. I remember when I saw that for the first time.
Will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
As like the AI begins to corrupt and the kernel becomes more and more erratic. Yeah, exactly. When you find out the twist, it's so fantastic. And again, it's like one thing I love with these games is the foreshadowing. It's kind of not very subtle, but like with MGS5, when you find out that you're not playing as Snake the whole time, and it's like with this one, you find out that like when everyone says, "Oh, Foxhound, that was disbanded. It doesn't exist anymore."
Don't let them take the president.
And that's kind of all this thing when you find out that really, like, what are you doing here, and who's telling you what to do, and why are you here? And when Raiden begins to kind of question everything he's ever known about his life, and then he gradually remembers more and more. Dud. And he kind of eventually remembers what's going on in his life and works out why he's here and all the insane backstory and why this whole event was orchestrated just for him. It's completely insane. You can, like I said, you can appreciate this game on so many levels.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Poor dude. Aw, poor Babs.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But
there's no time for questions.
Sorry about the creaky
They could
chair.
decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a
here we
problem.
go, another great character
The
about to
Bravo
meet.
team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to simulation too?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
This isn't a simulation, this is
But I
real.
need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden,
Is
this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
I just can't wait till we get to the end of the game and we get the final monologue where the AIs talk to, where the Colonel and Rose AI talk to us before we fight Solidus, and that shit's so incredible. I can't wait for that bit. Let's get a move on. Doink. Let's go. Obviously go straight to the women's bathroom. I know there's one of the bombs is in here actually. Oh cool, got some, oh no, hang on. Got some pentasm in. Oop. Some bullets. Yeah, I know there's a bomb like up here or something. We'll come back and find it later, obviously. Yeah, there's one of the bombs. We'll come back and find that in a bit. Gotta go meet Stillman first. Oops. Here we go.
Freeze! Don't shoot.
You're such a jerk. Pointing a gun at a fucking old dude in a police coat. Poo break, lol.
You
Have a good one, damn, I'll still be here.
I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid.
He's so green.
What's your name?
My name is Peter.
Man,
Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Oh, hi, Koenig. Hey, pink fluffy unicorn. I know, that's me at the moment, isn't it? This is my shoo robe. Hang on.
Any explosives
Don't know if y'all can see that.
You'll see his name.
It's my shoo robe that I got from Polyvinyl. Shouts out Polyvinyl. It's like the nicest like dressing gown I've ever had. It's so cool, and it matches my hair, and I'm like all pink and purple today.
He built an atomic bomb.
I hope you're having a good day, Koenig.
I created him in a sense,
and that's why you're here.
We're just chilling doing some MGS
I
too.
was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, jokes, damn.
People here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to put it in the low latency mode today, so we're like 30 seconds behind. That's so funny.
My name is Biscuit, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Sponsored, yeah, I know. Shout out. I wish they did sponsor me.
And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
Yeah, I dig it. It's really awesome robe. I'm very happy with it.
Riding.
It's always the best when you see Polyvinyl and it's like merch time. It's like, oh hell yeah.
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled.
that?
He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup. So we have to do it ourselves.
Oh yeah,
But I've never
Polyvinyl are rad.
defused a bomb before.
Right, they're like
Hold on a
the
sec. I'll confer with the CEO
like
again.
Of all like the record companies I've dealt with, they're like the coolest for sure, and they're all really nice. The staff are all lovely.
Stillman is safe.
They're all like, it's really nice to hear, like, you know, loads of them reach out to me all the time. They always want to know how I am, ask how I'm doing, and chat to me. And whenever I've gone out with the band, we've hung out with them. They've been super lovely and really nice. And it's a very, very cool environment. I'm really proud to have worked with them.
Objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed.
That's
of
not
that.
part of the
It's
simulation.
probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel,
Let's
I'm
go.
not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se.
Yeah, I'm good, kind of. I'm
but
cool.
you're
I've been a
more
bit
than
lazy the
capable of
last couple of
handling
weeks.
C4.
I'm a bit
This is a
cranky
little
because
different from using C4.
like for 3 days now I've like not been eating any junk food, so my body's like craving sugar and crap. So I'm a bit like, I'm trying to like cut down on some of the
There's no need to think about this.
some of the junk food.
You
Since
won't
I came back
actually
from
be
tour, I've been eating
dismantled,
just
though.
garbage for the last couple
That's not
months.
for
So
amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
yeah, I'm all good. I'm just a bit bored. It's the only thing. I haven't been able to go outside for the last couple of days because there's been a crazy storm in the UK, and I live by
This
the
is a
coast, so there's been
C4.
like 100-mile-an-hour winds, and like crazy hail and crazy winds. So I've not been able to go outside, and
It's live.
I'm just kind of sitting at
can see it
home,
pulsing.
being really bored,
You
playing
spray
Red
this
Alert
on
2.
the There we go. Simple, huh?
Yeah,
The
it's always
spray
cool.
freezes
Going
the
out for
detonator
dinner with
instantly.
Polyvinyl's really cool too,
How
because they
long
know all
does
the
the
good
effect
places.
last?
There's no way the thing.
Oh
can
my
get
god, I
this
haven't
much.
seen the recent
Even if
Johnny
you leave it alone,
English with the
it'll stay
VR
out
training
commission
scene.
for
That
at
sounds
least 24
jokes.
hours.
Yeah, my day's been okay.
If we had the manpower,
I've just been
I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will
what
have
have I
to
been
do.
done today? Yeah,
The
I
spray
just
can be
like
used
I
from
cooked a
several
bit
yards
today.
away.
I made some
Check the floor,
chorizo
ceiling,
and
walls,
tomato
under a
soup, which
table,
was very nice.
everywhere. Try to
And
imagine the
I managed to go out for a
location
little
of the
bike
bomb
ride
you
earlier when
choose.
the weather calmed down for an hour or two.
don't know a thing
Apart from that, I
about
just played
that,
Red Alert 2
Is
in my
there anything
pants.
that'll help us locate the bombs?
Now I'm playing Metal Gear
Here,
Solid 2.
Take this with you. It's what they call an
Excuse me,
ion
sorry.
mobility spectrometer. It
Yeah,
can
I'm all good.
recognize ionized
Just planning what
gas
I'm going to do
emitted
for the
by
week. I'm going to try and get some more streams
The
done this week.
what?
I'd love to get back to
In
doing the
other
cooking
words,
streams again.
that little
Haven't done
guy
one of those for a
just
couple
sniffs
weeks.
out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's
Let's
using
go.
some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well.
Oh, the cat's
I know
back.
how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes, on every bomb he builds, he always
Oh
leaves
my
a trace
God.
of the cologne he uses.
Come here, baby.
The sensor also picks up
I'm
the
in love with
particular
this big
scent spectrum.
chunker. This big chunky chunker.
Is that something you learned
Come
from
on.
you?
Oh,
No,
look at this
it
big
was
chunk.
his own quirk.
This is my
He
baby
wouldn't
right
work by
here.
any
Aren't you,
rules
Luna?
except his own. And he
I love
followed
her
them
and her
like a
sister
religion.
very, very much.
And common sense wasn't one of his strong
Look at
points.
you.
I thought I taught him everything I knew.
She's so precious.
I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know.
You're my daughter, aren't you, Luna?
There's something very unusual
My little fuzzy
about
baby.
an ability like that.
Aw.
Even at Indian Head.
And I
got
rescued
special
you and you're
treatment.
mine.
I remember some people
You're
called
mine
him
forever,
one of
aren't
the
you?
Fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't
You're a
teach him
fat
the most
cat, aren't you?
important thing I had to tell him.
You're a big
There are
chunker.
some things you have to pass
She's so much heavier than
The trick
Rosie,
is
even
to
though they're
know which
sisters.
one.
It's so funny. Luna
Right.
weighs like a
All
kilogram
I
more.
knew was skills. And now I have to stop him from
Look at
using
that
it to
sleepy
destroy us all.
face.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar?
Girl, I
That's
love
a
you so
visual
much.
representation
I
of a
love you so
C4
much.
scent
I
detected by
love
the
you.
sensor.
I love you.
pretty
She's the
big area,
best. She's
isn't
such a wonderful little
Don't
cat.
complain. It's
I always
better
grew up
than
having cats. I always had like 2 or
Just
3 cats my
activate
whole
the
life when I was
sensors
growing
and
up.
search the area, okay?
And I always had good cats too. Like I
Don't
never had
forget
any
that
angry
you need
cats
the
or
radar to
cats that
use
just
this.
lived outside all
Log
day.
into
I
the
always had
node
really
at every
gentle,
strut
nice
and
cats.
turn
I
the
think it's because we
radar
always
on.
raised them
We
well.
have to keep out of
But
the enemy's
Rosie and
sight,
Luna are the
too,
best. I've
because
had
the
some really
radar
good
gets
cats, but
knocked
they're my
offline
favorite
when
I've
we're
ever had. They're the
spotted.
best. They're so
Exactly.
good.
Fat Man
They're both
will
just so
allow some
nice and
C4s
friendly
here
and
in Strut
gentle.
C as well.
They never bite you
Here?
or scratch you or hiss at you or run away. They just love me, don't you? No, they love me so much. Because I love
I know
them.
the structure of this facility, and if you want to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course.
Got cat hair on my microphone now.
I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories.
Right, let's go.
Demolition is a kind of
After this live
makes
stream,
no
I'm gonna go to
exceptions for
bed.
time or place.
To be honest, I'm quite tired. I didn't sleep. I haven't
Big
slept very well
shell
the last couple of days because of all the wind and
hexagons joined
storms and my
in on
house
in,
shaking.
north
So
to south.
I'm just gonna chill. I'll probably gonna play
There
for like
should be
another 20
packets of
minutes, half hour or
C4s
so, and
on
I'm gonna go
each
to
of the
bed.
vertices, or the struts in this case.
Oh, babe.
You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow.
6
Yeah,
on
that's pretty
shell
much
1,
me.
Another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Right, let's go. Let's get these bombs done. Luna, you never stop.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Yeah, I've been going to bed kind of early recently. It's nice not having to stay up late for anything. I can just sleep whenever I want. I can wake up whenever I want to. It's nice getting proper sleep for once. Especially after months, like all last year.
What's this?
Like touring and doing festivals and shows all last year, you just don't sleep. So I'm really taking advantage of being able to sleep as late as I want.
The big shell security
Getting to
layout
exercise
includes
every
varying
day, getting
levels
to
of
eat whatever I
clearance.
want. It makes a nice
The
change
clearance
from
level is
the
identified by
incredibly
the number printed on
regimented
these
and tough
doors.
tour life.
Writing, your card key can open doors.
Because you're doing it for
security
like months at a
clearance
time,
level
you
1.
just get institutionalized.
Your
And, like,
card can get you into
it's very
level
easy to
3
forget what
areas.
life
You'll need it to
life
get
is
next
like
door to
outside of
shell
that
2.
environment. It's like, oh, I'm not going somewhere crazy
did you get
today. I'm
this?
not
That engineer
sleeping
I
for 2
told you
hours.
about
I'm
gave it
not
to me.
like
He was
having to
supposed
stay up late and
program
do
a set
stuff
of
all
all
day. I get to
access
chill.
cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you
When
into
you go like
every
8
area
weeks
of the
without a single
structure.
day off, it is really nice to actually get a couple months to do whatever you want afterwards.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up.
Yeah, I bet the storm's
Let's
probably
get
quite
going.
bad where you are as well. It's going to be coming your way. It's been. I
stay
haven't left
here.
the last 2 days,
No,
pretty much. I
I'm
went for a
going.
bike ride earlier when it
The
calmed
2
down,
of us
but
can handle it. Don't worry.
like the wind's still bad. It's
just
still
slow us
howling, and my
down with
house
that
is still
leg of
shaking
yours.
now.
There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit.
And there was like
anymore.
crazy hailstones
Why
earlier,
don't you
like
just let
rattling
us
against
handle
my
the grunt
windows.
work?
It was
You
kind
can
of
tell
scary.
us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
I love how Snake's just making up bullshit at this point. He's just like, yeah,
Is he
whatever.
one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
Ooh, bro. That's not nice.
Just take care of those bombs for now.
I'm a goofy goober.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
Where's my dog or horse? Oh my god, I don't have either. Although, fun fact, I had dogs and horses growing
I'll
up.
hide out in this pantry for a while.
We had quite a lot of animals when I was a kid.
If
There
I
was like
lock
some
the
land
doors,
over
you'll be all
over
right.
the opposite of our house. We had some
Plenty of
rescue
food
ponies
here,
and they
too,
lived
so
there.
you don't need to worry about me.
We had to like feed them and
I'll
clean the
give you
poo and all that
instructions
kind of
by
stuff.
Kodak
It's cool.
from here. Good luck, kid.
Brian turned the live stream off right now. Lol. Hi, Saya.
Face off with
Hope you're
your own
doing well.
mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Raiden, what's a Twitch thought? What's an e-girl? Oh my god, so funny. Right, okie dokie, let's go find those bombs. So I know where the first one is. The first one's in the toilet. Here we go, yeah. Let's get the freeze spray. Whoop, coolant. There we go. Gonna chill that boy out. Oh, there it is. I'm looking in the mirror. Hey, nice.
Right in here. I took care of the C4 in strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far, we haven't seen anything.
Now I'll say poo break 3 minutes to the bathroom. Lol. I know. I'll put that on screen or something next. Poo break.
Have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this.
But currently my bathroom break motto is Gone Peeing, which has been up for a while. It's funny, I've been doing these live streams for like almost a year now, and it's funny how some of the memes are still up from like a year ago. Like Gone Peeing was like really early, and Getting Beppis. This is like back in the day when we were playing like Euro Truck Simulator and shit. I was thinking about doing that actually sometime soon, because we haven't done like a community stream for a couple weeks. I've been a bit lazy. I'd love to do something like we could do Euro Truck. Oh, I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we have like a radio call-in thing where people can call in on Discord and voice chat, and we can just like you can call in with your issues or topics you want to discuss, and then we can do that. I think that'd be really cool. While driving around doing some trucking. Oh, Cypher. Let's just take that bad boy out. There we go. I hate drones. Drones are stupid. Oh, hang on. This is actually, yeah, I want to go back to strut B and strut A. Oh, did it? Yeah, I couldn't leave the house pretty much for the last couple days. Nothing happened to me though. I just had to be super careful. I couldn't really go outside or do anything. Well, I hope all is well. I hope you haven't been bothered by it too much. I know there's some like crazy floodings and stuff like that going on at like the other end of the country. Even though I'm on the west coast, like I'm pretty high up where I am, despite being near the sea. Alright, let's go ice this dude. Where is it? I think it's down. Where are they? So it's like on the pump or something. Trying to remember where it is. So we're just trying to find these bombs and get them frozen. We have a little freezy spray. It's around here somewhere. Can't remember. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I just stayed inside. I went. It was calm for about 2 hours, I guess, while the storm was passing, and I went and had a bike ride, but that was it. It's not that hard to find. See, now I can hear it. It's like around here somewhere. It doesn't help my my monitor is really fucking dark. Like I'm having to look on my second monitor to see. Because it's so damn dark. Yeah, it's definitely outside. Oh, it's in one of these lockers, I think. Maybe. No, it isn't. Where is it? It's like I'm right above it. Is it downstairs, maybe? It's down the stairs on this level. Oh yeah, it's in here. Something like that. No, where is it? Or it's behind this door. Yeah, there we go, because the glass is smashed. Yeah, a thunderstorm is definitely not cool. We just had really crazy winds where I am. Nice. Nice. Let's give old Stillman a call.
Raiden reporting. The C4 in strut B has been disposed of. The wall containing the transformer panel was set to blow.
Well done. It looks like there are no more bombs in that strut. Now, head for the other struts.
Let's bounce. I love how just kind of like quiet and calm this section of the game is. There's not really much going on. There isn't much music or sound. It's very sparse, very minimal. It's kind of almost like kind of normal. I mean, considering how fucking not normal this game gets later on. Okay, where are the guards? There's one. Wrecked. Excuse me. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's kind of a weird, calming kind of nothingness in this first part of the game. Hmm? Get wrecked, son. Okay, so where are we going? Going up. No, not through. Oh, no, not through here. Well, I can go around here, actually. We want to get back into where we were earlier, pretty much. There we go, he's taken care of. Is that... what's that up there? Bandage, nice. Yeah, how do I get back in? Well, yeah, I want to go through this section here. Chaff grenades, back to the start. Strut A pump room. Oh no, this is where we were, okay. Through here then, yeah, I remember where we are. You gotta crawl through these pipes. Yeah, some of them you jump over, some of them you crawl under. Oop. Oh my god, the controls! Here we go. I love that dripping, it's so cool. Let's go pick up some bandages. And down to this pipe. Here we go. I love how you can use items while prone in this game. Nice.
This is Raiden. The C4 found in strut A has been frozen and disposed of. Explosives were planted in the pump room on the first floor.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations.
Ooh, I wonder
and the
what's
quantity
going
of
on.
explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, this bit isn't too bad. I know, like Benny was saying earlier, that puts him off playing this game again, but this bit's okay. I guess it's because I know where most of the bombs are, so it's only mildly frustrating. But it's just a cool setup for the payoff afterwards. Right. No, I need to go this way, don't I? This music's so cool. Oh, the cat's back. Oh no, I fell over. Luna! Come on, you can't be like this all the time, baby. You gotta be a big adult cat sometimes. You can't be a big baby all the time. Aww. Actually, I don't need to be here. Do I? I can't remember. Oh, Luna. Come on, sit down. Big silly sausage, aren't you? Big sausage. Yes, now I want to go back to strut B, so I'll head back this way. Luna, what are you doing? Trying to bury her head in my dressing gown. I'll call these guards are still asleep. Luna! Whoops, almost fucking yeeted myself off the railing. I love doing that little karate move, it's so cool. Luna. Oh, guard's back. Oop, oh no. Don't spray coolant on him, that would suck. Oh my god. Shot him in the bum bum. Baby, come on. Jump down. Come on. Oh, there's another one of these ciphers back. Shoot the bastard. Damn it. Damn, can't hit it. Here we go. There we go. Get wrecked, son. Alright, cool, we're back here. Let's get on to strut D. Oop. I love how there's the orange box here, about 5 years before the orange box was real. Melons? Oh, there's Stillman.
I'm all right.
My boy. Right, let's go on to the next strut. CD connecting bridge. Again, like Metal Gear Solid 1, like the game starts off being quite mundane, and it doesn't seem to be anything kind of too peculiar, but as the game progresses it gets weirder and weirder and more alarming. Let's just shake this guy down. Get some more rations, some more nom-noms. Oh, there's a security camera, let's take that out. Where is it? I think it's on the lower level, I haven't got to worry about it. Oh no, there it is. Whoops. Wrecked. Sediment pool. That's what they call me. Whoop, jump down. Jump down. Jump down. No, don't want to jump down. Where did that bad guy go? Nothing here. There's one of them. Oh, he's down a level. There we go. Right. Gotta be careful because they'll get reports. And they'll get called in. They'll go, "Where is your report? Why haven't you given us a report, soldier?" Then they'll send an alert out afterwards, so I gotta be quick. Come on. Isn't it under here or something like that? It's under one of these. Here we go. Here's where it is. Ta-da! Nice. Let's get a move on. Oh, here we go, yeah. Don't alert. No! Let's get out of here quickly before the alert comes. Nothing here. All the way over to strut E, doing well. Oh, is that the guard that's pissing? No, that happens later. There's a guard that's like pissing off one of the struts and you like walk under his pee. I don't know why Kojima has such a thing about pee. There we go. Oh, I didn't hit him. Okay, whatever. That guard's on the lower level. He's coming up though. Hmm? There you go. Night night. Right, almost done with this kind of mildly tedious bombing bit. Unfortunately, Stillman meets a bit of a sticky end in a minute or two.
Jack,
what's Rose?
do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right. Sorry.
Such a Chad.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There were all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was
I love how it
climbing
just
in the
cuts to
movie.
this in the middle
I
of the
said
game.
it was
It's so
probably
weird.
The Chrysler building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
What?
Take care.
It's actually probably a good reminder to save. Just in case I accidentally yeet myself off one of the buildings.
What's up, Jack?
Wow, we're 3 hours in already, wow.
Jack, it must be so nerve-wracking to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, that was a stupid thing to say. Sorry.
That's all right. It's just that I've never been trained in this stuff.
You okay? Are you feeling well?
I almost threw up a few times.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jack.
But I'm okay. It's not like I'm in this alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What do you think about when you're defusing those things?
I don't think so much as remember. And I know that I need to resist that and keep my mind blank. I can't let myself be overwhelmed by the fear.
So, am I a part of what you try not to remember? I was just kidding. But I guess this isn't a good time for that.
No, it is. And I do think about you. I'm trying to remember what's so special about April 30th.
Any success?
No, not yet.
You need to stay alive so you can.
Okay, that's a deal.
Okie dokie, let's go. You can tell this game's a work of fiction because they're two millennials who live and work in New York and seem to have apartments and are relatively healthy. Oop. Let's take care of that guy. We get. I know there's boxes around here. And one of them is like a box for like Zone of the Enders, like another Hideo Kojima game. Where am I? What am I doing? Where am I looking? This is obviously not where the bomb is. Oh, Luna. You're not going to leave me alone until I'm done and we can come to bed, are you? You've been asleep all day. Because when I come to bed, she just comes and cuddles up right next to me. She comes under the duvet. Come on. Yeah, I need to go back. I haven't found the bomb yet. Bruh. Oh, I hear it's probably upstairs. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm getting pretty tired. It's a long, hard day doing absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, it's on the heliport, I remember now.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Man dressed like a ninja. Where have we seen that before?
Cyborg ninja complete with a sword.
Cyborg ninja with a sword. Where did we see that?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an arsenal?
Cool. Enjoy dinner, Matthias. See you in a bit.
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference?
Yeah, word.
I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right. We'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2.
Who's that?
So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Where'd she go? Who could be that ninja? Yeah, Olga's really cool. She's one of my favorite characters.
Soldier, Russian, must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a Dead Cell?
No, she commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Of course, Pliskin knows from experience. Alright, here we go. Pretty sure it's under the wheel on the Harrier. There it is. Can I reach it from here? No. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Oh, he's seen me. Whoops. Nobody. Oh shit. Oh, that's my. Is that my first alert? Oh no, I managed to get lucky. He didn't radio in. I love how they have to radio in to make the alerts happen, unlike in the previous game. Where like the alert would go off as soon as you got detected. It's like they have a fucking panic button. But in this game, they have to actually radio in. Right, here we go. Damn it. I need to crouch down more. There we go. Nice.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too. I'm listening. I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
There we go.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Damn, bruh. Yes. Got pranked, bro.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And a church was lost in the explosion.
Always the death soliloquy, life story.
These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch.
Let's go.
Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Don't ask for Mayor Pete, he's gone for good. Okay, let's get a move on. I'm going to go do the final bomb, and then we'll do the thing afterwards, and I'm going to save and go to bed for the night. It's getting pretty late. I've been going for like 3.5 hours. We've made pretty good progress in the game already. Having done the tanker chapter, and already gotten up to... Excuse me. Already gotten up to the big bombs. Hiccup. I'm getting hiccups. Right, strut F time. Strut F for fun. Let's bounce. Are there any... Oh, there's mines here. Hang on. Here we go. When it gets even weirder.
Careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat.
Deep Throat sounds very
Shadow
Russian
Moses?
this time round.
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No.
It's so funny how it's so similar to the first game. Like, there's little minute details like
was
that.
Sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
Right, mine detector. Where is it? I thought I had it. I could swear I had the mine detector. Don't have it, that's weird. Ration, scope, sensor A, AP sensor. Card, SIGs, pentazemin, bandage, none, ration, scope, sensor. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, that's odd. Well, I don't know what to do. Just gonna get blown up. Yeah, weird. I mean, I could crawl over them. I'll save it just in case. I'm gonna have to listen to a whole other monologue from Rose.
To save?
I mean, it won't kill me, but it'll just be inconvenient.
I can't believe it. Stillman's
Oh my God, she
prosthetic leg
heard.
was all a big lie.
Don't be too hard on him, Rose.
But he's got no right to go around pretending he's got a prosthetic leg. That's an insult to people who really can't walk.
Everyone's got their own reasons. Sometimes you've got no choice but to lie.
You're right. I guess it is necessary sometimes.
Rose?
It's nothing. Well, see ya.
Oh no! Don't call her again. No! Bruh! Whatever, I'll just save again. Bruh moment.
Hang in there.
Well, at least she didn't give me another monologue or something. Okay, I'll just crawl over them. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Ree! Oh, where's the... Come on. Oh, there we go. Now I'm getting blown up by the mines. Right, here we go. Just getting wrecked. At least it's only drones, not soldiers. Right, all done. Change rooms and the alert just goes. Right, let's go find that last bomb. It's around here somewhere. Let's get the trank back out. Oop, gotta keep this guard busy. Oh yeah, there's the magazine. Oh, that's so funny. You can pick up like a... It's like a... How do I get up there? And you use this later, you can like distract guards with it. How do I jump up there? Can't jump up there. You have to jump up somewhere else and jump down, I think. No, hang on. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Strat respect warehouse. Oh, damn it. Oh, there's another guard.
There's somebody there. Freeze!
Right. Jump up, come on. You big sausage. No, how do you get that? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you have to jump up somewhere and then like hang down. There's the bomb. Okay. I don't want to set that off yet because the cutscene happens. Yeah, I need to get up there and jump down. I want to go get the magazine because I can distract the guards with it later. No, I need a thing for that. Here we go, that's what I'm looking for. Again, it's just like a funny little detail putting that in and putting the magazine in. It's so weird. Here we go. Yeah, and you jump up here. Or maybe not. You go into hanging mode and you... Here we go. Don't want to fall off. Yeah, book. You can use it to distract guards and you use it for something else as well. I can't remember what. Where is it? Yeah, book, here we go. Full of adult-oriented material. Full of girly photos and interesting columns. Bruh, alright. Let's get Sensor A back out. How do I get over that? I wonder. Do I have to climb up and drop down there, I think? Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Let's bounce. Here we go. Nice. All done.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4 and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Right, let's go. Let's climb out of here. Here we go. Let's climb out of here. Oop. Nope. Pff, oh my god, this bit's so bad. Right, let's get the heck out of here. Although I can probably head back to Strut A and go that way. That would make more sense. Less distance to go through. Yeah, here we go. Here's back to Strut A. Less guards to go through as well. I know there's a cipher here, so I'll watch out for that. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there's a guard as well. Shit. Okay. Let's take that out first. Actually, no. I'm trying not to kill any of the guards. I'm like Batman. I'm just tranquilizing them. There he is. Whoop. There we go. I mean, he wouldn't bother me anyway. Doink. Back in the pump room, trying to max your pump. You know what I'm saying?
There's somebody there.
Wrecked. Right, let's bounce. Carry on. Yee doink. Are there any guards here? No, not by the looks of it. Oh no, there's one. It's fine. Don't worry about him. Get wrecked, son. Right, almost there again. I want to get this bomb defused so I can go to the toilet. Another one of these ciphers. I'm kind of surprised at how quickly I've gotten readjusted to the controls after having played MGS for the last couple weeks. The controls are like way more intuitive and make way more sense in this one. I'm pleased how quickly I've readapted to them. Using like the first person camera and using the shoulder buttons rather than the R1 and R2 to get your menu item. Like you can just tap them, hold to get the menu up, and just tap to open and close. Being able to jump up things and do barrel rolls and shit, so there we go.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
Let's go.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of. Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
No!
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn!
Uh-oh!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Right. Move! Get to the
Right,
bottom
let's
of
go.
A now!
Time to move. 400 seconds, such a esoteric number for the timer. Right, whoop, let's go. Speed run. Oh, hang on. Rip. I know we have the Fortune boss fight after this, and then we have Fat Man sets a bomb for us. So after we've done the bomb defusal, I'll save and I'll go to bed. Whee! Let's go. Oop, come on, come on. Why have I got the chaff grenade? Didn't even need to aim, no scope. Right, I gotta get to the bottom. Nice try. Nice try, nerd. It's up here, isn't it, to the roof? Gotta get back on the lift. Alrighty then. Let's take care of this guard real quick. Correct.
Freeze.
Here we go.
Right. Pliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
Fat Man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's
360 no scope
as
word.
far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right. Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it.
Me?
I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Oh, I always found that scream so scary. Whew. Let's go. Do it for my boy Stilly. R.I.P. I'd pour one out for him, but I drank all my breakfast. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I need sensor B. Hang on. I know it's through here. Back to the start where we started off. Here we go. It's on the bottom of like one of the submersibles. Yeah, it's here. Okay, right, let's use the freezing spray. Too far away. Can't get any closer. Ooh, that's close enough. Nice! Excellent.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
R.I.P. my boy Stilly.
Any damage report on the explosion?
Hey, Tasty.
For diverting the
Yeah, F's my boy Pete. F's a Mayor Pete.
Of Shell 2 is flooding.
Actually, not F's a real Mayor Pete. We can get some fuck yous a real Mayor Pete.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high. But the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Alright, I'm just going to save it real quick and we're going to leave it there for today. I've been going for like nearly 4 hours. I need to pee and go to bed.
What can I do for you, Jack?
We'll just save, because there's quite a lot coming up. We have to fight Fortune and Fat Man in the next like half hour, so. Both very cool scenes, which will make a riveting start to the next part 2 of Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. Anyway, if you had a good time, if you enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate it. Give me a like and all that bullshit.
Party. Just the two of us.
And
yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, bro,
Make dinner.
get a room.
Oh, what's wrong?
Your cooking sucks.
That sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too. Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster.
Oh my god.
Can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make.
I like Fat Man though. The boss fight's kind of annoying, but I think he's a really cool character.
Don't worry.
Alright, here we go. So we're all saved. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I really appreciate being here. I had a cool time. It's really fun playing my favourite game and getting to share my kind of thoughts on it with you all. So, see you in a couple days. I'm planning on doing cooking streams again this week, and we'll have some kind of community stream on Sunday. I was thinking doing like Euro Truck Simulator 2 with like radio call-ins, where you can call in on Discord and chat to me about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Or that's just an idea. We'll maybe refine it on Discord. I'll see you all on Discord until then. Have a good night. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe. If you're in the UK, watch out for the storm. If you're in Europe, the storm's coming for you, so watch out. And I'll see you all soon. So, bye everyone.